80 miles off the Korean peninsula, a group of female divers known as Haenyeo are preserving a centuries-old tradition of diving to the ocean floor without oxygen tanks to harvest seaweed, marine life, and abalone. A new documentary on Apple TV Plus is spotlighting the group of so-called real-life mermaids as they fight to protect their livelihood from vast oceanic threats, including pollution, radioactive waste, and rising ocean temperatures. As one Haenyeo says, the ocean is our home. We can't stop diving. We have to go to the sea. Even in my next life, I will dive again, just an old woman and the sea forever. Joining me now is Sue Kim, the director of The Last of the Sea Women. It is a pleasure and an honor to have you here, Sue. For our viewers who may not be aware, who are the Haenyeo? And how did you first become aware of these incredible South Korean women who are mostly in their 60s, 70s, and 80s?
Hi, Katie. Thanks so much for having me. The Haenyeo are a community of women that have existed for hundreds of years on the island of Jeju, which is off the coast of South Korea. And as you mentioned, they're renowned for diving down to the ocean's floor to harvest marine life using only their breath. And by doing this work, they have supported their families and their communities and the island of Jeju for hundreds of years. And I first saw them. I was on a trip down to Jeju Island. I was 8 years old and I was with my family, and I just happened upon a community of Haenyeo, and they were so loud and bold and fearless and strong. And I just fell in love with them at first sight. So I basically stayed fascinated with them my whole life, and then started going back to Jeju as an adult to find them. And that's how this movie pretty much started in development.
It's a spectacular documentary, and one facet of it is your highlighting of the existential threats that these divers face, specifically Japan's decision to release radioactive waste from the Fukushima nuclear plant into the Pacific Ocean. How has things like pollution, climate change, rising temperatures threatened these women's line of work?
Well, when I first started the film, I thought that the greatest existential threat was simply young women not wanting to take up the work. But then once I started interviewing them, that's when I found out that it was actually climate change and global warming that were doing the most damage to the marine life. So now there's very little marine life for them to hunt and harvest, and they have to go deeper into the water, which just makes their job more difficult because, as we mentioned, they use only their breath to free dive. And then now there's the radioactive treated wastewater from Fukushima that is being released into the ocean. And we really don't know what the effects will be. But obviously, it probably can't be very good. And the Haenyeo, understandably, are very concerned about it.
In the 60s, Sue, there were about 30,000 Haenyeo. Now it's down to only about 2,000 today. Why is it such a marked decrease in the number of Haenyeo?
Well, there is a lack of interest in younger women taking up the culture. So as you see in our film, all of the Haenyeo, they're in their 60s, 70s, and 80s. We even have a Haenyeo that is 92 years old in the film. So once they die off, this might be the last generation of the Haenyeo.
And, the Nobel Peace Prize winner Malala Yousafzai was a producer, got producer credit on the film. Some people, when I was looking on social media, they were like, wait, she's not Korean. So how did this actually come to pass that she became involved on this project?
Well, she had started a production company about 3 years ago, and the president of her production company happened to see an earlier film that I did and reached out to me and just asked me, is there a story? Is there anything that you're dying to tell? And I had been pitching this film for about, 5, 6 years, and I just couldn't quite get any traction. So it ended up being kind of this perfect partnership of Malala as a humanitarian icon and a great advocate for women's rights. And this film is just sort of filmed with so many themes of female empowerment. So it was a perfect marriage.
And quickly, Sue, before we have to go, I did want to ask, you are Korean, I am Korean. What was it for you to be able to go back to the country of your family's origin and be able to explore a centuries-old tradition?
It was so rewarding. I was so embraced by the Haenyeo. I was so embraced by our completely Korean crew. It felt like a very full circle moment, given that the first time I had ever seen the Haenyeo was on a trip to Korea with my family. So it was very rewarding for me.
Well, Sue Kim, I want to thank you for joining me today. I always want to amplify and lift AAPI voices, but I'm especially excited because this documentary that everybody can go and watch on Apple TV Plus is available right now, The Last of the Sea Women. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you so much for having me, Katie.
Thank you.